Hey there, geographers, it's Angela, and we're going to get started on Module 3. We are back to our Monday, Sunday schedule. So, September 12th through the 18th, everything for this module will be due on the 18th. We're moving into Module 3, talking about the fundamentals of, looks like it just logged me out. Angela, you've been on here too long, is what it's trying to tell me. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to be reviewing basically what we're looking at in terms of our systems. We're talking about the biosphere, the lithosphere, and the hydrosphere. Really, that is what the basis of physical geography is really all about. So, we're going to be moving into talking about systems, how all of these systems are interconnected. Biosphere, meaning we're talking about anything that's living, including us. The lithosphere is the land that we live on, mountains, anything that's shaped from out of our continents and out of our oceanic crust, the atmosphere, the air we breathe, right? Anything that's from the ground up. Our feet are the only thing that touch the ground, which is the lithosphere. The rest of our body lives in the atmosphere, guys. The hydrosphere has to do with water, right? Water that's not only under the ground, water that lives in our groundwater, water in our rivers, lakes, water in the ocean, and water in the air, right? There's such thing as humidity. That's the percent of water that we have in the air. All of these systems are interconnected. So, what you're going to go ahead and start off doing is go ahead and read chapter 3. So, you're going to be working through that. And then you're going to be working through this Fundamentals of the Earth lecture. So, as you go through the lecture, there will be questions there for you. And please don't get alarmed if at the end the quiz says you haven't completed it. These quizzes sometimes can be finicky. It will tell me if someone has completed that. And then we're going to go ahead and round this out with a key issue assignment for the week. Now, as I've said before, there will be questions within this lecture, and there are actually 20 points within this quiz. So it's really important to make sure that you follow through with this because, again, it will really help you with this key issue assignment. And as always, we have our book as a resource to help us through that. So let's go ahead and come to the next part here. And here you will notice that you can go ahead and say, get started. And what's going to happen is it's going to be
welcome to our second lecture in physical geography.
It's going to be a lecture, and every now and again, it's going to stop and it's going to ask you for a question based on what you're listening to and what you're watching. So it looks like already 4 of you have tried to take it, which is really super great, and I appreciate very much. And then obviously over here, it tells me how everybody's doing and who's completed it. It also tells me if you skip ahead. So if you're saying that you got all the way through to the end and you had a 0 or something happened, it could mean that you actually skipped certain parts. So I would go ahead and encourage you to make sure that watch the whole thing. It is a part of, being in a college course. So as I've said before, I do encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm sure you've noticed the pattern with this class as that we have our module. You can always click on here. The overview for module 3 will be right here. We have a lecture and we have this week we have key issue questions. Sometimes we will have a quiz. Now, if you're having a hard time with those key issues, remember that you can always speak them. You can click record and you can speak them. If that is becoming a challenge, please go ahead and reach out to me and let me know how I can help you with that. So, again, have fun. This is going to be another introductory lecture, just getting us accustomed to the ideas surrounding what is physical geography. And you're going to notice it's very, very closely related with earth science. So, go ahead, have fun with it. And along the way, if you encounter any hurdles, I'm here. Reach out to me. I'm looking forward to talking with you.